Hello and good evening, everyone. There is a speech that changed the lives of many women in the United States and the way people think. It gave many women the courage to stand up for what they believe in, and it allowed them to have a voice in this nation. This speech was given in order to motivate and persuade the importance of the rights that needed to be given to women. While women have gained their rights years after the presentation of the speech, there are many values that need to continue to educate people today so that more rights could be given to those that need them. Susan B. Anthony gave this speech in order to establish women's rights to vote. She was definitely the right person to give this speech because she took the courage to participate in a presidential election of the year of 1872, gaining her arrest for illegally voting. She was an excellent speaker and somebody that people could easily relate to and admire. Her circumstances and the way she spoke allowed her to achieve a change of view of others. But others were too stubborn to realize that the importance of all citizens, male and female, rights to vote. Today I'll be discussing why I found Susan B. Anthony's speech so important for American history and why it had so much impact. In order to give an analysis of the speech, I'll be discussing the settings and the speech openings, the ethos, pathos, and logos of the speech, and the conclusion and impact and connection it had with the audience. Here is some background of information of those who may not know about the speech. Settings and speech opening. The speech was first given in Ontario County, New York City, at the year of 1872. The speech was delivered to 29 of the other towns and villages of Monroe County and 21 towns on Ontario County. Her speech opening was clear and functional. A persuasive speech usually consists of the use of ethos, pathos, and logos. Here are some examples that I found in her speech. Ethos refers to the preamble of the Federal Constitution. Pathos, her endorsement. I not only committed no crime, but instead simply exercised my citizens' rights. And the logos. We the people, the whole people who formed the Union. In a speech, it is always important to have an impactful conclusion. And Susan B. Anthony's conclusion to her speech is an example of one. Speech conclusion and connection with the audience. Her speech, it's so memorable. It has a memorable conclusion known by many people. Its connection between the audience caused women to support her. It was a well-written speech that caused a great impact. The speech Susan B. Anthony gave will always be a memorable history. It created an impact on not only women, but society in all, and eventually led to the approval of the women's right to exercise their vote. It disappoints me that the governor, president, Democrats, and so on never made a move or took in consideration of the rights of all citizens. They who know the laws never study the preamble, which states that we, the people of the United States, counting every single human being, whether it be man, woman, whites, blacks, or elderly, we are all citizens, and we all have the right to take action and be part of the constitutional laws. Since I was born years after this speech, the topic to me is not irrelevant. Thus, I have grown and learned about the speech deeply. It made me learn more about our history, the history of the United States. The main points that I discussed in this speech involved settings and opening of the speech, the ethos, pathos, and the logos, and finally, the speech conclusion and its connection with the audience. The On Women's Rights to Vote speech will always be an important piece of history, and I believe it will encourage people to always support and stand up for what they believe in. As the presentation comes to an end, I really hope you enjoyed and were able to understand the analysis of the speech and have a better knowledge of it as well. Thank you.